One second. One thing about hair, it likes to get it in the crevices. I think I'll remove this thing so I can get some more light in here. And I'll put it back. I don't like how that thing is always in my videos. Hi, future Jabria. Alright. Oh, jeez. It is the Bright Queen, aka Queen Sensitivity, aka Jabria, back with some energy updates. It's been a while. I usually type them around this time, and I still might, but for now, this is what we're gonna be doing. So things I've been picking up, I said I believe in my Bolter energy update, but one that I've done recently, I was talking about the skies and how I think there's something in the skies with all the plane stuff. And I was saying about the dragons, which still could be something to do with the dragons. However, I now think it could be something to do with the sun, specifically other suns being revealed. Okay, so there's that. What else? Something with the grays. I do think that soon there will be, or there is another announcement that's going to be made about some other billionaire, close to billionaire, like coming out, things revealed about what they've been doing. And I feel that this is because the powers that were, as Salora Rising on YouTube likes to say, the powers that were, because everything's about to be revealed, and everything is and has been revealed. And so they're trying to slow it down as much as possible. And so it's like something has to be revealed. So it's going to be someone else. It's going to be another male, I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be doing females yet. However, this person could have a wife. Whoever is going to be like the next person, the next R. Kelly, the next Diddy, the next Cosby, whomever is coming out, this person is most likely married. I'm seeing a woman now. What else have I been picking up on? A lot of things clearing. Thank you so much for giving me like a like. I appreciate it. A lot of things being revealed, a lot of things coming into alignment. This doesn't mean that things are necessarily easy all the time, but it does mean, I feel like there's been a lot of proof that the efforts that we have been doing in order to cleanse and clear the collective consciousness has been working, which leads me into something else I want to talk about, which is this idea of like, I've been watching a lot of videos because I do a lot of research, and in the videos that I see, it's a lot of white males, which, you know, nothing inherently wrong with them, but a lot of them come from a very like, how do I say, like black and white kind of perspective. Hold on, there's something in my eye. I'm gonna be pulling oracle cards today, by the way, maybe one or two. But yeah, just for example, I was watching this one guy and he was like, microwaves are dangerous, they should not be in your homes, and like all these things that were dangerous and killing us and poisoning us. And it's like, it's not to say that what he's saying isn't true, because I'm pretty sure that what he's saying is very much valid and 100% provable. However, what I am saying is that there is no need to fear, because we are the creator. We are creator consciousness. We create our reality. We dictate the universe, not the other way around. So if you really wanted to be in your emperor, empress energy and rebuke or like send back anything or reject anything that you know is not for your highest good, then you are completely in the right position to do so. And so by this I mean, instead of allowing things like, for example, microwaves or plastic water bottles or particles of plastic in foods, like to allowing, like thinking like, oh, these things are gonna like get me, get them. and like project your consciousness on them, clear them out, see them as 100% healed, see them as 100% cleaned, good to go, and actually that you are in the healthiest state you've ever been in the highest consciousness you've ever experienced, and you are glowing and you are attracting nothing but bountiful abundance. You see, it's a huge difference between those two things, because as I said, we are the creator. We dictate reality. We tell reality what it is, and not the other way around. And that's what I mean by certain people coming from a very like black and white like perspective. Like on one hand, I could see it's liberating to like know these truths about harmful things in our reality. However, it's very disempowering to simply be thinking in terms of how you have no control over how these things are negatively impacting you, because that is not true. Something else I want to talk about is language, and this is something that I myself, all these things are just me talking to myself. It's never me as like this perfect person, you know, but we're all perfect at the same time. So anyways, next thing I want to talk about is language, and how language gets in the way a lot of the times. Like, and language does matter, but it matters more the energy, the frequency, the meaning behind the words or the language that we are using. I would gander that matters more than the actual language itself, and I would just leave that up, you know, in the ether. I'll just leave that out there. That's something I wanted to say. What else? You're doing great. You're doing amazing. Continue to clear, continue to see us already in ascended earth, in the highest reality possible. Continue to see yourself as love. Anything in your reality that you feel is wrong or off and misalignment, unaligned, anything that's bothering you, see it resolved. And if you aren't able to like think of a way that it could be resolved, just like say, like, I send it out to source for the highest good of whatever the thing is. And that's what I would do. That's my advice. As I said before, Yaki Awakened said these things about like how to take care of your body, and I've been doing them as much as possible, and they have worked for me, which is making sure you're getting earth, fire, air, and water, making sure you're drinking and eating your water. So making sure you're eating things that have like water in them, making sure your water's like great. If you don't have access or can't afford like where is it, like this kind of water, you know, like the spring water and stuff, just grace your water with love. Talk to your water, say I love you, you're amazing, I'm grateful for you, you're so healthy, like, and you will literally change your water. It'll change. So that, and earthing, I've been walking barefoot. I just got finished walking barefoot, doing that a lot, as much as I possibly can. And I know there's also like grounding shoes that don't have rubber in the sole, so probably look into those if you're interested. Air, making sure you're breathing deep breaths, you know, in your belly, making sure you're going slowly on the exhale. And I would say even like when you're like chewing your food, like making sure you're really sitting, chewing your food, breathing correctly. And then fire, like getting a lot of sunlight, at least 2 hours of sunlight a day, and making sure you're warm and all these things. Something that's also helped me significantly was a suggestion by Ramona Lappin, which was to add like Himalayan salt into your life, like a little pinch of Himalayan salt to your water. Taking salt baths, Epsom salt scrubs while in the shower. If you are interested in getting a Himalayan salt block or Himalayan salt lamp, that has helped me significantly. And finally, this was a suggestion from Darius J. Wright. I have been on, I guess, a diet of like fasting, I would say the last like 3 or 4 months, and it has significantly improved my life. Making like sure not to snack in between my meal times, and having like enough hours in between meal times so that my digestive system is able to digest food properly. Incorporating more fruits and juices into my life has like changed the game. So those are some tips that I have. I'm trying to think of anything else that I was saying about like my predictions that I said earlier today, when I was, I don't know, getting a lot of downloads. Like I said, something about the Grays. There might be coming up something with like an assassination attempt, or just something with Trump, but like that's always a thing. I keep seeing the letter T. It could be something with my personal life, or it could be like everybody. The letter T, what does that mean? T could be like the cross, or like could be the letter, like the number 10, or because if you turn it, it's the X, which is like the Roman numeral 10. So maybe 10 days, or the 10th, or 10 hours, or 10 people, something like that. Or something to do with a church or religion. What else did I say earlier today? What did I say? I said a lot of things. I'm trying to remember. Okay, we're not gonna force it. Let's pull an oracle card. I kind of want to pull one from the Oracle Cali one, but that one's like super deep. Oh crap, wrong department. Jeez, where did I put that? Oh, I found it. Yeah, we're gonna pull one from the Cali Oracle deck. It's this deck. It looks a little scary. I saw somebody named Sergio. Not a little horn. Sergio is important. What is the meaning of the name Sergio? What they got to do with the price of butter? What people say? What do they do with the price of butter? Or the price of milk? I feel like this one and this one, two of them. I just heard twin flames. Like I haven't heard in a while. Don't forget to check out my Substack. The link is in the description. Catch me outside. Catch me over there. Dumavati. Oh, look, number 10. Kundalini Shakti. Ooh, baby. They look like twin flames, I feel like. Alright, I'm about to read them. I was wondering where those cards went. Beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions, who knows that certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss, and the negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. The seventh of the Vidya wisdom goddess is Damavati. She is the crone goddess, and uniquely in the Hindu concept, a widow. Her name means she who is made of smoke. And as the expression goes, where there is smoke, there is fire. The Mavati is associated with the profound suffering. Just as smoke is the polluting and concealing manifestation of fire, it can be hard to believe there is any divine blessing, hidden or otherwise, when we are in the agonies of intense suffering. In honoring Damavati, we acknowledge that suffering is a part of life and can develop compassion. Our capacity for kindness is often in direct proportion to the suffering we have experienced and processed, as it can grow empathy and wisdom in the soul. Some continue to create pain for themselves, and others alleviate suffering in the world through what they have learned. The difference comes through the willingness to face and process pain. Mavati can help us find the courage to be real about our suffering, neither becoming lost in it nor avoiding it, but rather to go through it and process it. Mavati is the harbinger of endings and loss, but also of radical trust and secret blessings that are revealed later and most often unexpectedly. Something avoided at all costs happens anyway, and we end up being grateful for it because it frees us. New horizons open up and everything changes. It wasn't easy. It took courage. It took a lot. We had to grow, but she was there with us, letting us know. This feels terrible, but something good is going to come from it. The pain will end. You are going to be more than just okay. You are going to thrive. Oh my gosh. So much sniffing. Kundalini Shakti. Hers is the rising consciousness that evokes instability within, clearing the inner pathways for higher consciousness to manifest. Inner disturbance and instability wrought by Kundalini Shakti is an obscuring grace. Internal disorder is a necessary step towards divine reorganization. Reassure your heart that no matter what may appear to be, at a spiritual level, all is well. Outworn energy is being processed and broken apart. From the ashes of your inner fire, you shall emerge anew. Let what needs to happen, happen. Within the subtle field of the body is a powerful, creative, and awakening energy, also known as Kundalini. When the soul is ready, this energy, rather like a snake uncoiling, stirs and rises. Awakened Kundalini becomes Kundalini Shakti. Moving according to its own path, its own pace, path, and wisdom, it clears the chakras, purifying body and mind, preparing the body to more readily receive spiritual energies, weaving through the subtle energy body from the base of the spine toward the crown of the head, seeking release through the top of the head. As purification is rarely an enjoyable experience, this powerful natural process requires courage. As energy shifts and we are cleansed emotionally, we may have physical symptoms of discomfort and dramatically fluctuating moods. Our thought process may be confused, and our perception not as astute as it may otherwise be, like sediment being sifted from the bottom of a water glass. That which was clear becomes temporarily muddied. But as the sediment is removed, the water settles again, and with more clarity. The oracle indicates a need to be patient and to allow for the confirmation of signals and intuitions. You do not need to ignore signs to act, but it is wise to recognize that you are presently within a liminal space of healing. The way things look now will change dramatically in the not too distant future. It is not wise to try and build a foundation on shifting ground. Be patient. Trust that you will know when the time has come upon you to act. When Kundalini Shakti rises, energies are beginning to move in new ways. The oracle indicates there is something within you that has been dormant, perhaps for a long time, even lifetimes. It is now reawakening. This message could relate to an aspect of your being, even a past life talent, that will be further developed in this lifetime. It could be a stalled project coming back to life again, or a reinvigorated sense of purpose following an unexpected inspiration. Moving forward, an ascension to a new level of experience and are being predicted. Sometimes there is quite a long period of deep incubation on the spiritual path when not much seems to be happening. Kundalini Shakti is an inner movement of energy which will eventually demonstrate an outer effect that is often considerable. It can seem logical to the intellect, but if you want the externals of your life to change, go within and work on your inner self-healing. Through trusting and protecting the process of inner work, shielding from the prying eyes of an ill-informed, fear-based negative options or opinions, a new authentic self is generated. We don't have to know how to accomplish that. The movement of Kundalini Shakti is an awakening energy with its own creative intelligence. She knows how to guide us towards spiritual fruition, just as the body knows how to heal a broken bone, even if we cannot understand how to accomplish such an astonishing feat at a conscious level. The time naturally comes when the newly forged self is strong enough, sufficiently spiritually integrated, and ready to be seen, heard, and received. We are ready to come out of the spiritual closet. We have no interest in trying to mold ourselves to fit the demands of others. We are divinely self-generated from within. There is no benefit or effectiveness in trying to rush this process. It takes time and effort to distill our nature with sufficient resilience, so we are not shaken in the face of conflict by attempted sabotage or the feel for projections of others. Only then can our presence bring clarity and grace. Such spiritual infusion, integration, and reformation takes as long as it takes. It is not a small accomplishment. We must be generous with our process, providing patience and trust. This oracle brings confirmation that you are working deeply and much can come out of this. Your labors are not in vain. The oracle of Kundalini Shakti indicates creativity and healing on every level. It also indicates a time when matters of relationship are significant for your soul growth. Tuning in to the masculine and feminine energies in your soul will help you balance leading and receiving, directing and allowing pursuit and presence, both in your outer worldly life and inner spiritual life. Trust your heart and don't be hesitant to lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness tempered by patience. You will become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. A new way is signified. Place your hands in prayer over your heart. Allow the left hand to be covered by the right. See, sense, feel, or intend that the love of the feminine is being protected and guarded carefully by the light of the masculine. Feel these energies intermingling in your heart, where love, courage, and a feeling of innate spiritual protection grow strong and powerful. Let this bring you peace. Finish by placing your hands in prayer and bowing your head to the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies within. Allow them to shine in all directions and through all dimensions for the spiritual benefit of all beings. You have completed your sacred ritual of invocation. All right, for some reason I wanted to read like all of that. I guess the final messages I have, before we get to those, I do want to say that I have meditations with affirmations in them available for free on my YouTube channel. So feel free to check those out if you'd like to attract, if you'd like to surrender, because I have 2 sleep and attraction surrender, and I also have a sound bowl cleansing bath that is available on my Ko-fi page, or Ko-fi. I do want to say that the name of this energy update is the Dragon Fly Grasshopper. I was at the pond and the water was reflecting the trees, and I was thinking the water is the trees and the trees is the water, but also like the water is not the trees and the trees are not the water. They're just reflecting each other, but they also are each other, literally, as like the trees are getting the water from, or the trees put the water in their roots. Like the trees are made of water, and the water has like debris in it, and like the nutrients from like, you know, trees is also what makes the water like a healthy ecosystem. It's like, also it's not what it appears to be, but it also is. And so I feel like that's also a reflection of like the messages from the cards. But anyways, I was there and I saw a dragonfly, and I was trying to like call the dragonfly closer to me, and at first it was coming closer to me, and then another dragonfly came and it left, and I feel like that's significant. When I came back to my car, I immediately noticed there was a grasshopper on top of my car, and I tried to take a picture of it for the thumbnail of this energy update, but the moment that I like put my camera up to take a picture, it left. And I feel like both of those instances are like reflections of each other. Like initially I was calling the dragonfly to me and it was coming closer, but then it got distracted by something else and it went away. And the second time I wanted the dragonfly to stay close by me, but when I tried to capture it in that moment, it left. And I feel like there's a message there about, for one, it not being personal, and that with everything being, I guess, a circle or a spirit, a connected, something that's moving away from you is also moving towards you. But also I feel like a message in that as well is that if I would have just stood by my car and just been here with the grasshopper, it would have stayed for longer. But the moment I tried to make it permanent with my picture, it left. And I feel like in that too is like a circular kind of statement, whereas like if it was there once, it's there always. Like it's recorded in me, like this moment happened forever because it happened once, as well as it's impermanent. So there's a lot of energy, I feel like, of yin and yang, duality coming into union, and everything existing all at once, which I feel is what this divine union of the one consciousness of all of us returning home to love, remembering we are love, is all about. Is the merging of those two, which is also something that Ramona Lapin talks about a lot, is letting go or foregoing this very duplicitous reality and moving towards a reality of wholeness and an experience of the one. So thank you for watching. Love yourself deeply. I love you if you love you, if that helps. I'm not perfect, but I am, and so are you. Give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you'd like to do so. And check out the description. There's always great things in there. And I'll see you next time.